Aurore, what's the atmosphere like?
Well, as you can probably hear behind me, protesters are chanting no to Emmanuel Macron's executive orders for the labour reforms. They say that he is leading a social regression, a social dumping. They've been distributing leaflets like these ones. This says Macron is leading a social war against us. This one says we are not going to be put down into the rubbish bin. We're not like rubbish and we are not going to be thrown away like tissue paper. And this newspaper says that Emmanuel Macron is a fake Robin Hood because he's actually stealing from the poor to give more money to the rich. This is what these leaflets have been saying. Protesters are very, very angry against the French president indeed because they say he is chipping away at their precious labour rights. They say that, well, for them, employers, it will be easier for employers to get rid of staff. It will be more easy for them to lay them off. And Mr. Macron, however, the French government says that these reforms are necessary in a bid to tackle the soaring unemployment rate, which is at 9.5%. That's almost double the unemployment rate in Britain or in Germany, for example. So the French president is saying that these reforms are absolutely necessary to try and loosen up the labour market here in France, because he says that France is not competitive enough. But for these protesters, well, that is simply not true. They say that they're chipping away from their rights. And what's interesting is that you said earlier that FO has distanced themselves from the protests. It's true, their leader has said that he will not be protesting today. However, we have seen members of FO protesting here today, and they say that they are not divided. Take a listen to some of these protesters.
We must not be divided. Free and independent, that's our slogan. It's not a superficial slogan, but a real slogan for the FO. We will have a national congress in April where we'll decide the future course of our organisation. In any case, what's certain is that all unions that disagree with the labour reform decree, if they want to, have the right to protest, and they have to protest.
If we have to block the whole country, no problem, we'll do it. If we have to go on strike like in '95, if the rail workers and employees are with us, we'll do it. And students should also strike.
Aurore, this is the first big test of Emmanuel Macron's presidency, and his approval ratings have been going down.
Absolutely. Approval ratings have been tumbling in recent months. In fact, President Macron is at his lowest. The approval ratings are lower than that of his predecessors, François Hollande or Nicolas Sarkozy, at the same time of their presidency. So it is the first major test. This is the first major protest against the labour reforms. And these protesters have told us that they will be back in the streets on the 21st of September. And another protest will be taking place 2 days later. That's on the 23rd of September, and that one will be led by the leader of the France Insoumise, France Unbowed, the leader called Jean-Luc Mélenchon.